You're late. How many of you have heard that before in your life? Okay. How about you're early? Okay. Lastly, right on time. You see, I wanted to inform you all of the concept of being on time. For me personally, I live by a common phrase when it comes to being punctual. That phrase, if you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. And if you're late, well, don't even bother showing up. You see, this concept has proved beneficial for me in several of my past job interviews and meetings in the companies I've worked for. I personally believe that if you adopt the same philosophy, you too will see the benefits that come with being punctual. Being on time and implementing the phrase will help build good rapport, make you more prepared, and more responsible. The first benefit of being on time is that it establishes good rapport with those of whom you're meeting with or working with. According to an article published online by Oxbridge Academy, having good time management skills allows you to honor your appointments and deadlines, thus establishing a great reputation of reliability and responsibility. You see, when we look at this chart from a study conducted in 2014 from Forbes.com, it was found that their polls suggested millennials tend to show up late more than older colleagues. 22% of them said they arrive late for work at least once a week, compared to just 15% of people aged 55 and older. This statistic proves that being early or on time, according to my concept, does not seem to resonate so well with the younger generations. By adopting this concept, those in the 22% can reverse their stigma that's associated with them and begin to establish a better reputation. In addition, a study conducted by the American Psychological Association, or PsychNet, stated that students who perceived control over their time reported significantly greater evaluations of their performance, greater work and life satisfaction, less role ambiguity, less role overload, and fewer job-induced and somatic tensions. You see, when you gain the reputation of being reliable and responsible, people begin to rely on you and become more confident in you and your abilities to handle tasks in an appropriate way. Now, furthermore, adopting this philosophy of being on time will eventually, in turn, make you become, well, more of a responsible person. In an article published by Bill Reynolds from education.seattlepi.com, he stated that students arriving to school with time to spare have the luxury of settling in, preparing their class materials, and focusing their minds on the lessons to come. They have all the time they need to literally and figuratively wake up. Now, when we look here, that fact can be proven furthermore when we look at this chart found in an article published on athlosacademies.org. When we look, we can deduct that the average student misses 2 days worth of school just from being tardy alone. Additionally, Ruth Mayhew, an author, published an article found on careertrend.com. It says that when tardiness cuts into the amount of time you have to do your work, something is bound to fall through. The cracks will be left undone. Also, by decreasing the amount of time you have to do your job, you're increasing the chances that you will miss important deadlines simply because you're not there. By being on time, you're able to make your work, your meetings, your appointments, and you allow yourself to have the ability to be present and get more things accomplished. You lessen the amount of valuable information you may miss out on. And even better, when you arrive early, you provide yourself with the additional time necessary to prepare and become acquainted with others and any information you may need to know ahead of time. That allows you to increase your display of responsibility by being present earlier, or in the case of the concept, on time. In short, being on time, or in the case of the phrase early, can improve your reputation, responsibility, and even your life in the long run. We know this now because by showing you up early, you increase your chances of having more productive time to handle tasks, review material ahead of time, or offer a helping hand, establishing a good rapport and showing great responsibility. I ask you, when was the last time you were late? Now, I challenge you to be early to your next appointment, your next meeting, your next date, and just see how effective this newly adopted concept of being on time can truly be. Thank you.